Oh, why? They're eating their feelings right now. Bad.
Today, we will be reacting to episode 23 and 24 of Cowboy Bebop. We are, after these 2 episodes, only 2 episodes away from the finale. So the next time you see us, we'll be in full cosplay. I'm excited. It's always the same when we get to this point of any series. I'm excited to see how everything comes to a head, how all the bows are tied, how everything wraps up, but sad that it's going to be over. Anyway, it's not about anything else today other than these 2 episodes, and I'm ready. Are you ready, Megan?
Yeah. Let's fucking do. Oh, sorry, cussing.
It's okay. We're plenty deep in the
Let's
episode.
go.
Let's fucking go. Let's just start with our first reaction. Our reaction to episode 23, Brain Scratch. If you'd like to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored version of this reaction and all of our previous reactions, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/Volume1Pod. You can even click join somewhere next to the subscribe button on this very video to become a YouTube member. We're about 4 episodes ahead for our members, and you can even check out our Patreon for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. But with that out of the way, on to the reaction. Whoa. Whoa. The Illuminati.
What is a physical body? The body is merely an object. It is a form of existence far too impure to store the gods within us cold souls. Now you will remember. Blood-stained history, material greed, sexual desire, desire to dominate. From the physical body, all the desires are born, and the human ego will never disappear as long as desire remains present.
Fucking hypnotized.
Humans will continue to fight to fulfill their body's desires, and it will never end. There's no future. You must awaken.
Channel 95 is lit.
We are Scratch, the Migrate to Electronics movement. We are disciples of God, sent here to free your soul from your body and lead you to the infinite sea of electrons.
Good evening. This is CBC Action News. Our top story, the Migrate to Electronics group Scratch. Receiving subpoenas for their leader, Londes, last week, the ISSP and the Solar System Police began searching the homes of Scratch's highest-ranking members.
Oh my god.
Yet another tragedy.
The followers of Scratch use the brainwave control device on this new game console to scan their own brainwaves using a program created by their leader, Londes. A program that is said to copy their spirit, which is transformed from brainwaves into digital data, allowing them to exist as souls without bodies. Now, Professor, they say that Londes, the leader, was once a reputable doctor.
That's absurd. It's pure science fiction. Some of it is theoretically possible, but it's a theory, only a theory.
And he hasn't returned in 2 weeks!
Madam, you need to talk this out with your husband. I mean, it's his son too, isn't it?
Yes, but he isn't the type to just run away from home. What if they kidnap my boy?
Whoa, madam, are you even listening to me?
It's that new cult thing, you know that?
All right, let's take a short break.
Hey, are you ready for the power CDJ? Then let's start the groove.
Bro, this shit is too real, dude.
Releases your inner DJ.
Are those like fucking speakers on the side of the things?
You decided to sign up?
Faye, it's Faye.
Yes, I got tired of always being in debt, and then by some miracle, I found my way here.
She's infiltrating the cult.
If I get rid of my body, I won't need money.
Hang on, almost ready.
Forget that. Get over here, quick.
By releasing the spirit from the physical body, we are able to eliminate all desire.
And what are you gonna do about the money?
I was wondering where she was. This must be some kind of scam, right?
Whoa. This is crazy, bro.
Brain Dream catches your brainwaves and puts them into action.
But they're just using it to upload their consciousness to like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Londes, he's wanted for first-degree murder. The bounty is $38 million. He was an R&D guy in neurobiology. One day he gets a call from God and starts a new research project. the activities of the brain as digital data. Shortly thereafter, he turns up missing for half a century. Fast forward to 2 years ago. The guy suddenly shows back up and starts this migrate to electronics movement.
Which is what?
A religious group or a cult, whatever. Anyway, according to Londas, the human mind is essentially a weak stream of electronic pulses. Are you listening to me?
Hey, up to you if you believe in that stuff.
20,000
It's science,
people do
Spike.
believe it, of which about 100 have committed suicide or otherwise disappeared.
Bro, like, why hasn't the leader even done it though?
Why the cops are finally getting
That's
their
always the
rating.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Tasteless face.
We are Scratch, the Migrate to Electronics movement. We are disciples of God.
Unless
Sent here to free
the opposite happened to the leader. He was corrupted by some sort of computer program, and now he's shepherding people to the AI, to the mainframe, to their deaths. Whoa.
But why
dude.
why would he do that?
Because computers hate humans.
Oh, I see. Oh shit.
Whoa. I don't know. Because she's already tripping out. She's got the helmet on already.
Probably.
Searching, where are you?
Hi. So you want to join our group and renounce your body?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm down.
Your soul as a first step.
I really want to meet Mr. Londas. Where is he?
I can tell you that.
Really?
He's up in heaven.
See? They fucking got him already, dude.
Londas. Was there a fella going by that handle?
You gotta help me, old man. All his colleagues are gone. You're the only one still alive, so think. Can you remember anything at all?
Oh, so you want to join our migration?
Yeah.
You're gonna need to cleanse your soul.
Spike,
That's
try
the
a little
first
harder
step. We can start right
to be
away.
convincing.
Well, can I ask something before we do all that? You see, I want to meet Mr. Londas.
Excuse me? You really want to join this migration?
That's why Ed can't find anything on them. Ed is fucking psychotic.
This week on Dr. Londes.
The first big bounty in months.
Sad to say we have no info. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Everyone's hunting high and low, but no one can find hide nor hair of this guy. His face is on TV every day for the Scratch telecast, but try to track him down and it's like he does not exist.
Oh, do you really think he is a soul without a body?
I have something else to tell you, Yudi, and it's kinda important.
Really?
This,
Well,
guy.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
This here is the very last broadcast of Big Shot. Cancelled shucks how the
What the fuck?
trails and all that. What?
Oh, hell no.
So they're taking us off the air.
My agent will have something to say about
That's funny.
No luck?
No luck.
I didn't get anything either.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no
I went after his colleagues from the research lab, but it was a dead end.
Yeah.
It's Faith.
It's a little tough right now.
She's fucked up.
You listening? I think I can really get rid of my debts now.
You deal with Faye. I'm trusting you on that.
Ray, I go solo while you hang out in Kittyland all day.
Like I said.
I don't know, dude. You might not want to let Jet in a fucking kid's toy store. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a good idea.
So I'm gonna follow it up. Faye has something. Let's see if we can use it.
Like 3-body problem.
Yeah, fire it up.
Welcome to Scratch, the
Whoa.
Migrate to Electronics movement. Select line 1 if you would like to join our migration. Select line 2 for more information, frequently asked questions, and site math.
So it won't copy my spirit automatically. Well, let's jump right in.
You've chosen to join us. Please input your personal data by following the prompts.
Bogus data.
Bogus data.
Blood and muscle and bone. When these are lost, each human being confronts his own death.
Oh, see, I know something's up.
And what lies
A
beyond
data dog knows corrupt data when he sees it.
reincarnation?
Fine, what's up?
He's really mad.
No path to salvation has had the clear vision of reality that we now have.
Oh fuck, Jet's gone.
In your spirit, shed the filth of your physical body.
Oh, Ein saved his life right now.
High frequency?
I'm not sure how, but it acts on the central nervous system, paralyzing the sympathetic nerves. Oh, it's all very fast. Within seconds, everything goes blank and you pass out. Ein said there was something wrong in Fangor. If he hadn't done that, I'd
be a member of Scratch right now.
Anyway, we need to find a way to counteract it, so...
I think I'll try migrating myself.
Hey, Spike, wait! Hey!
Oh, fuck.
Well, dogs have brain waves.
Why the fuck would you do that?
If your brain migrates, who's gonna search the net for Londes, huh? Quit whining.
All right.
So fast.
Welcome to Scratch, the Migrate to Electronics movement.
Ein is in that bitch right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's absolute perfection.
Poor fucking
I
Ein,
know.
dude. I guess Ein is a data dog, whatever that means, you know? It's a lot of data. Crack hole?
The crack hole.
Oh, we found the crack hole.
The person known as Londes never existed. His past, all the records, they're all counterfeit. An elaborate construction. And all the programming leads to this location right here. Alice Valley Hospice. Come on.
Interesting.
Got an idea.
He said Alice Valet? Valley? He said valet.
Valley? I don't know.
He said valet. Oh, hell no. Not the Clark Kent film.
Not yet.
Get this girl some shoes.
For real.
She can't wear shoes. It like throws her off balance. Oh, this is where Faye was.
Nobody here wants visitors, and appointments are required. In any case, the policy is strictly enforced.
You see, her twin brother is here and she suffered so much.
She's an unusual-looking child. Is she a girl?
My papa.
Actually, it's a long, very dramatic story.
I just put her into a state of deep sleep. Of course, as you can see, the other bounty hunters slept to death.
And so we
He's an AI.
tracked her
He's a fucking
long-lost brother to
artificial
this
intelligence.
It was such a shock to my daughter. She's been so traumatized. I thought if she could just see
Oh.
Go on in. Thanks so much.
You know, a cop knows how to talk to a cop.
Why do you kill
you
all
know?
the members of your own group? What's the point of that?
I am not forcing anything on anyone. They are merely practicing a faith that they decided to believe in of their own free will. Tell me,
Fuck.
why do you think people believe in God? Because they want to. It's not easy living in such an ugly, corrupt world. There is no certainty and nothing to hope for. People are lost, so they reach out. God didn't create humans. No, it's humans who created God.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Londes?
I'm sick of this little act of yours. What's wrong? Come on out here. Illusions aren't enough. I need more.
You are correct. This is an illusion. Londes doesn't exist at all. He's an imaginary character that I invented. An illusory image created by scanning digital lines.
I wonder, is this a brainwave control system like that brain tree? Hey, Edward.
Yeah?
Can you disconnect the brainwave controller from the network?
Huh?
Do it, but don't turn off the life support system.
Do you want to know the greatest and also the worst device that humans ever invented? It's television. Television controls people by bombarding them with information until they lose their sense of reality. Now, television itself has become the new religion. Television has created a people who believe instantly in dramatic fantasies, who can be controlled by tiny dots of light.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You're like a kid with a toy.
What?
You're the one that can't tell fantasy from reality. You're the one that lives in the little dots of light. If you want to dream, just do it by yourself.
Damn.
What? What do you know about anything? What makes you think that you know anything about me? What's this? What are you doing? Stop that! Cut it out! You can't do that! No, stop. No! Stop it! Stop it! Don't kill me! Huh? What? What did I do? No! This isn't fair. Why do I have to be like this? Everyone should have the same body as I have everyone down. No, I don't. I don't want to disappear. I don't want to.
Damn, dude.
Ronnie Spangett used to be a hacker, a boy who became a so-called vegetable when he had a medical accident 2 years ago at age 13. That's it. You're sure not a boy any longer. You are quite a con artist.
What the fuck? You're gonna... Okay.
I mean, I guess, like, he's been fucking, like, killing people.
No, yeah, but I mean, you're gonna bounty for... Like, how would they try? Like, he's...
It was all a kid's dream. All he could do was dream, so the dreams turned dark.
And this time, I hope you have sweet dreams.
Damn, dude.
Ed did something, maybe.
Well, I feel like Ed could probably
Helped
really
him.
relate.
Huh?
Ed could really relate to them.
Oh, yeah. But maybe she did something to, like, help him.
Live in the infinity of space. Is not the human body a mere shell? A form of existence all too small and weak for consciousness with such vast reach and potential.
Oh, I'm fucked up. I was not expecting that. I was not ready for that. I mean, that was an incredible episode. I really, again, this is Cowboy Bebop at its best again to me. The idea, I mean, just the idea that the themes of this episode, I guess, being like capitalism for sure, being one of those things, and then religion being another one of those things. But then this like child being the one that is like creating this religion and causing people to essentially like unalive themselves, but like under the guise of like free will, like with that twist at the end. Like it's all very layered, very nuanced stuff. Even at the end when they are arresting him, like, you know, just full transparency. Like I know that, you know, this kid was behind all of it and like caused people to take their own lives in the name of like this like higher calling, because of what they were feeling, because of like what had happened to them in their life. But still, like when Jet puts the handcuff on him, I'm like, bro, whoa, hey, whoa, like I don't know if he deserves that, but I know logically that he kind of does, but emotionally, like I don't know.
I mean, like he does deserve it, but there's nothing that can be done. Like you're just putting handcuffs on him. Like he's not going to see any real punishment. Like he's gonna stay in that facility. He just put a handcuff on him.
Yeah.
So it was just like punishment enough is stopping him from doing whatever he was doing.
Right. Unless we're missing something, and like the handcuff is like someone's gonna come get him, number one, or it's like creating some sort of interference, like allowing him to not latch onto the mainframe again.
I think the
network rather.
I think Ed already did that through the computer.
Right. Even Ed being the one to deliver that line at the very end too, like hopefully your dreams this time like are better. Like hopefully you have good dreams this time. I don't know. I just feel like Ed being young, Ed being a hacker, Ed being in the situation that she was in, that line coming from her is just, it hits a little harder.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that was implied that like he is going to die or like he...
Well, hospice meaning, hospice is like you're on your way out.
Because like conscience, like that's the whole point of the episode. Like if you release your body, you're released from your soul from your body, then all of those desires and everything disappears. But he was acting on those desires and didn't have a physical body and was still doing what humans do, being selfish, putting your ideals onto other people, saying it's free will, but like wanting to cause harm because you're feeling a certain type of way about people. Like he was doing the thing that he was quoting that his organization wanted to like steer from and get away from.
Yeah. It's the idea that people have free will, but and that like because we live in like a capitalist society, our free will is constantly being like manipulated. Like we're constantly being like brainwashed. Yet his like answer to that is brainwashing people. You know what I'm saying? Like under the guise of like freedom, like true freedom. And that's what makes, you know, episodes like this so powerful. Because again, I'm sure a lot of it were things that he was projecting, like things that he felt. Because I'm sure, like you said, hospice, meaning there is no, like that's where people go to die.
Well, that's why I think Ed said, like, I hope you have like, because I hope you have good dreams now, because I think that's like what death is.
Right. Yeah.
Like death, like you don't have to think about like anything anymore. Like you don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about like your physical body. You don't have to like be in pain. You don't have to like literally think. Like it's just the ultimate like release. Like just you're like in a sense like he was still making people, maybe it wasn't, because the guy said it was a theory, right? There's no possible way they could be uploaded and their consciousness uploaded to this net and it can continue to exist within this net, because he was in a sense creating heaven, like, and he was creating. But
that was when they were still under the assumption that it was this doctor who had all this, you know.
Right, but he could. There's no way he was like doing that though.
No,
there's no way people were killing themselves, and he was like, okay, great, now I can use my hacking ability to make you. No, it was he was just killing people, or they were killing themselves. But he was promising heaven. Essentially, he was promising heaven. Just like, you know, other religions promise the same. If you commit yourself to this thing, if you believe in this thing, if you are, you know, fully committed, then your reward is heaven. And this was kind of in the same thing. Like they promise you can live on in heaven. You don't just die. If you believe in this thing, your soul and like you can still exist. And that, like, I think a lot of, especially him, I think that he maybe like didn't believe in that. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna make my own heaven and be in like this limbo, because
but again,
I have the capabilities to do that.
Yeah, but I also I can't help but maybe put my own, you know, self onto it, this episode, and feel like potentially there was a possibility that maybe, again, because of his situation, he believed that there could be no God. What kind of God would do something like this to him? Maybe he saw and felt like he saw the world for something that other people didn't, and he took his anger out by like leading these people astray, by like convincing these people. Because yes, it is you know, about like religion, but like him creating this religion was like, you know, I don't know if I don't know if he was doing it to genuinely like help people or save people. I think he was doing it to prove how much people are like sheep, you know, and how none of this is real. I mean, he even says that like there is no God, like God does not exist. So then you're only doing this to prove that point.
Right. And it wasn't like enough to like exist though. Like, he was already existing in a plane of like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, he was a hacker, but he was able to like put his consciousness into a character that he created and have this much influence on the world. Like, it's crazy that existing wasn't enough for him. Like, existing like that, or him as himself, like, wasn't enough. Which is like what people spend their whole lives wanting to do. Like, that was the point. Like, people spend their whole lives committed to religion under the assumption that they will live on once they die. It's I think it's like eternal life is a big thing. Like, people always, since the beginning of time, want to find a way to be immortal, like to live forever. and that's a way to do it is through like heaven or other like forms of religion that promise you that you'll get that. That's why it was kind of interesting at the end, like Ed's kind of response, because it was like, now you don't have to worry about any of that shit anymore. Like, it'll be better for you.
Which, to go back to that, I think,
because I think now he's finally like, maybe his brain is finally not there anymore, because it was operating, it was working, and that's why he was so stressed. He's like, no, I don't want to disappear. Like, I don't want to die.
But I think it was because, from how I understand it, it was his brain that was plugged into the network. And Jet was saying, like, unplug his brain from the network. I think he was already on the way out. He was already going to die very soon. And maybe could have used his death as, like, him ascending or whatever whatever bullshit cult leaders say to make people still continue believing in the shit that they spew. But I think that they just kind of unplugged him from the mainframe, but that he was very close to dying anyway. So I think you're right in that, like, they didn't like speed up his death necessarily. They just unplugged him. So like Spike was saying, if you wanted to dream, you could have, just dreamt by yourself. Like, he's going to continue to do that while he continues to live, which is not going to be for much longer. And I think almost the handcuff to me now is reading as like being just like symbolic, like, and even like
it doesn't matter. Like, obviously it doesn't matter like what your situation is or was. Like, it's not an excuse to like actively try to hurt people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, he doesn't deserve that because of his like life and his trauma. It's like, bro, like, you're gonna be treated like everyone else. That's kind of how maybe I understood it as well.
Yeah, or
because
also,
he even
like,
said like, you're not a kid anymore, bro.
Yeah,
like,
or also like, you're not, like, we're all prisoners. Like, and I think that's what's so beautifully symbolic about it too. Like,
of our own body,
just
and
to,
our
to
own
all this shit that
desires
you're
and
pretending like you're to everything, and to all this shit that you think that you're above. Like,
I mean, we were just literally talking about that today.
Yeah,
and how, like, why is the world still the way it is?
Yeah.
And I was like, because we're humans, and that's it. That's literally like point blank period. Like, it's what he was saying in the beginning of the episode. Like, if it was as simple as like everyone, like world peace and like solving world hunger and all of these things that are like an issue in the world, like, we could do it, but we choose not to because of like our human desires and like greed and all of these ugly things that make us like human beings that we just inherently are born with. And some, indulge in them more than others. Some try not to, because we all have those things in us.
But
we're all capable of evil. We're all capable
100%.
of good. So
I
it is
think
just
that we're products of this system that we've been like forced to exist in.
No, right. But that's like our bodies. That's like our minds. That's like everything. Like, if we were just like balls of light, we wouldn't have to worry. Like, face it, I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about getting a house. I don't have to worry paying rent. I don't have to worry about.
Maybe we wouldn't have. Maybe we would though. Like, truly, if you really think, because again, is it the people? Is it the energy? Is it the consciousness? Or is it the systems created by the consciousness to trap others of their kind? You know what I'm saying? To keep them from like unite. I think there is inherent things within humanity that make.
So you're talking about like hierarchy within like animals?
No, I'm talking about like what they're saying in this episode, like capitalism, like.
No, but I'm not. I'm talking about on a deeper level.
No,
without all that shit.
But I still think that
human nature
is still 100% like a thing and exists. But I think that we would. I go back and forth on it, obviously, but like, I still think that we would be better without some of the systems, or if there was more like balance, because I think.
But there's not it's like it's human nature, but there's not balance in animals either. Like, there's always a hierarchy. There's always the predators and the prey.
There's a larger balance.
Well, there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
We don't really necessarily have a reason for it. Animals do, and there's like a circle of life situation going on, and it has to be the way it has to be, but they don't have like emotions behind it. They don't have greed behind it. Like, they're not actively trying to like go after, like, you don't see a bear like going after multiple deers every single day. Like, it's going to eat because it's hungry. It's not going to take more than it's giving to the world, and we do.
Yeah.
We do. Their animals stop eating when they're not hungry. Domesticated animals, well, domesticated animals, they want to fucking eat because you're indulging them. You're giving them that choice. An animal in the wild is going to take what it can get. But like, a cat sitting around and you feed it every time it meows, it's going to get greedy. It's going to want those things.
Right.
So I think that we have that more than animals. Of course, there's cutthroat shit in animal like society. There's like, the weakest link gets cut. We have that in our society too. There's systems within it that are like not fair, but you could either strive or not make it.
Yeah, but I can't help but feel like we're at this intersection of like higher thinking and like human nature. Like human nature will always exist. And maybe we'll get to a point where we can like evolve beyond it. But, I just think we're at this weird intersection in time right now where we're just, because a lot of these systems that are in place are creating an incredible imbalance. And I think that, it's only a matter of time in my mind before like something, and I'm not saying in my lifetime or even in, the next generation's lifetime, but like inevitably like something will have to give. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. We are our own worst enemy. We are holding ourselves back. I feel like there will always be bad people among us, but like, I don't know.
I think that's 100%. I mean, if it's like the thing, like the internet, like it should have, and it has helped us a lot, and it has grown our society like exponentially. Like it's just absolutely insane what the internet has done for human evolution, and like it's good and bad, but at the same time, like that should have been a huge step in like connecting us as like human beings to each other, and it has, but it's also like heavily divided us. But I think that like the birth of the internet that we've seen in our lifetime is the craziest. Like, it's like the fucking wheel, bro. Like it's crazy like what the internet has made us capable of. And if we can just continue on a road, which is kind of like this internet, like even in the 90s, or like the AI, and you could upload your consciousness to it's like kind of crazy, but I don't see like this as far-fetched as maybe it seemed in the 90s, like super futuristic. You always see like, movies in the 70s and 80s depicting future and how it's always like leaps and leaps and bounds and bounds. And even now we kind of see that still, but I think it's closer. We're closer to that than we've ever been before. And it is kind of scary. It is kind of scary.
I guess what I'm trying to say, and I've been kind of struggling to kind of come up with it. I didn't expect the conversation to go this way. So
how did you not? It's a deep ass episode. What the fuck?
No. I'm saying like when we sat down to like record, I didn't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is
you didn't know you had to get philosophical.
Right. I do have faith in humanity. Like I really, really do, and I choose to believe that like the reason that a lot of things are as bad as they are amongst the human race is because
of bad people
in like really, really high positions of power,
right,
that are like manipulating people below them to fight, like manipulating their emotions, their feelings, using things like class to divide, like all these things. And I'm not saying without any of those things we would be perfect, because we wouldn't be. But I choose to believe that, like, again, that balance, because right now I think human desire, right?
I think it's at an all-time high.
Yeah, is if the scales were human nature and like higher, consciousness, higher thinking, logic, right? I think human nature is heavier on the scale, like it's outweighing the other, and I hope we get to more of a balance. And I think that without some of these systems in place, I don't know what that would look like, what it would be, but like I think we would be able to achieve more of a balance. That's kind of what I'm saying. If that makes sense, I don't know. But again, which is why I like
you're just talking about corruption, which has been around forever.
Sure, but these are like simplified like ways to explain.
Because we have to have rules. We have to have some type of.
We do, sure, yeah, we do.
System, because then, that's just what evolution of human beings. Like we need that, and that's how we operate now. Because without that, it would just, be anarchy, and there's things that we are not even seeing that are in play. But it just comes down to bad people being in high power. I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, because there are things that can work within like the government, that it's just people that get in the way. It's just people that stop something from happening. It's just like even like socialism and thinking about those, like that concept and all these things. Like, it's just greed and people that want more and more and more. And that's a reason why, I mean, we see it, I think, the most in America, because we're both American. I know it's like somewhat the same, obviously, around the world, like, because we're all still human beings, but it's just here, I feel like it is like the mentality is like you for you.
Yeah. And if you want to, zoom in on that microscope even more from America to Southern California, like where we live, it's even like more true. Like that's even more true. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on, I guess your ideals, and like, again, the internet, like social media, like we were seeing people in real time go through things that we can't even comprehend to be real in our lives, because of like just like atrocities. Is that the word?
I think so.
Sorry, I'm not good with big words. Bad things happening to good people, and you see it all over the world all the time. And it could be because of governments, it could be because of like wars, it could be because it's just like bad things, bad people. And
yeah, but I think also and they mentioned it in this episode, I think it's greed, like you said, for sure, 100%, but it's also ego. I think ego and greed, and a greed for like power, a hunger for power, an insatiable hunger for power, and ego. I mean, that's like a huge part of the equation.
That's America right there. That's
America.
Definition of America.
You put those in a pot, you stir it up, you get America right there.
No, literally, yeah. And it sucks. But yeah, just like you tend to focus more on the bad of any situation. If you get, a hate comment versus like a complimentary comment, you're going to probably focus on the hate comment because it's digging. Well, that's the same thing with human beings and like our world today. Like, there's a lot of bad things happening, but there's also a lot of good. And like, I think it overshadows a lot. And I know that, like, I try to be a good person. I know there's a lot of other people out there that try to be good people. And we've talked about how sometimes it's just like, damn, like everyone is this way. Yeah. Everyone is this way. Everyone is just like disrespectful as fuck, or like just a bad individual. We see stories on the news of these horrible people doing horrible things to others, and we forget that there's still good happening. And I just think it's important to like understand, and it's important to know that like that's what connects us all in a good or bad way. Like, us having these feelings, us being born a certain type of way and having all of these ugly things within us, but it's just like to overcome them and be better than them, like be better than like those feelings of like this body that like in this mind that like forces us to latch on to things like jealousy. I mean, like the 7 deadly sins are like something that is just like inherently like a thing that's just like human nature, I think.
And I think that what you're saying is true, but I think it's also important and that's why I try, even though some days it's easier than other days, but I try to also have faith. And I try to not just be what I consider to be a good person, but I also try to like believe in other people.
And empathy. I mean, someone can just have a really, bad day. They're just having a really bad day, and everyone has them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But again, just to tie it all up, I think that that's what makes that moment at the end, now that we've had this like whole long conversation, like so much more powerful. Like the handcuffing of him at the end, because we're at the very beginning of this conversation, we're like, oh, that's so silly. What does that even matter? He's not going to go anywhere. But now that we've had this long conversation, it's like, oh yeah, because I think it does symbolically, like it works as a way to say like that we are all prisoners. Like even this person who thought he was, above everyone else, or like a certain type of person, like we are all.
But define prisoners. What do you mean all prisoners?
We are all prisoners to things like capitalism. We are all prisoners to things like you said, like human nature, our bodies, like our biology, the system. Like it doesn't matter. Like we are all prisoners to something.
Right.
To something.
Right.
So why is it fair for you to say that you're better than anybody else? Because your jail is different. You know what I'm saying? That's I think what my takeaway was. Anyway, that was a crazy conversation. That's what I love about watching shows like this, getting to talk about these things. It's really it's nice. It's nice. Did you have anything else you want to say about the episode, Megan? All right, let me get the next one queued up. So that's going to do it for our conversation of episode, 23. Now we move on to our reaction of episode 24, Hard Luck Woman. Oh, fuck.
Coming back.
No way. No way.
Oh, she's just rewatching it.
She's like, I've seen that. Ed.
What the hell are you doing here?
Waterfall.
Do you know this place, Ed?
Oh, she did say she did know.
No, I don't think I know. I think I know.
Because they found Ed on Earth.
Yeah, and Ed said, like, remember when they were watching her for the first time? They're like, I know that. And he was like, shut up.
Come on!
Chomped on that motherfucker. Like, it looked like it just went right in the middle of his mouth, not even on his teeth. Oh, shit.
Hey, Spike, where the devil are we?
It's Earth, isn't it?
This ship was headed for Mars. What are we doing on Earth all of a sudden? Oh, shit. This isn't funny. While we're wasting time, our bounty head's getting away. This was our best lead in months. How do we just get off course and... Huh?
The girls are gone.
What?
Girls trip.
If you lead me to that waterfall place, I'll give you something good.
Oh, good thing what?
You'll see it's something wonderfully, tremendously good.
Something wonderfully, tremendously good for Ed.
That would be fun, dude. As long as we don't go like into space
that would
and
be
shit.
Scary.
That'd be
fuck.
fun.
Whoa.
Sounds like Ed. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, so just Earth. So just this looks like regular Earth to me.
Oh my
got him.
God.
Fucking got him.
What was I thinking?
Hey, look! I found Ed! Huh? So Edward is found?
Look it! Cool, huh? Look!
Can I please have your nails?
Nails?
I'm collecting them. Can I? Just the pinky would be all right, but anything you could give me would be great for my collection. What is the doing? Those are my favorite.
Children!
Oh, fuck.
This is Ed's house right here. This is Ed's orphanage right here.
The village.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry about all that. I'm afraid it's the only way I can get the kids to pay attention sometimes.
Is she from this place?
She wandered in about 5 years ago. Before I knew it, she was eating here as if that's the way it always was. Then, about 3 years ago, she wandered away again. I've often wondered how she's been getting along, but I didn't think that she would suddenly appear like this. Children, let's eat! Our Father in heaven, you know we're here, so I'll leave off the rest. Eat hearty, kids.
She fucking rules.
They're all Eds.
I'm afraid I have to go now.
Why, dear? You're welcome here.
Actually, I'm looking for something.
Ed knows where it is. We just came here because there's good food, Faye found.
Oh my God, Ed.
Little rat. There's something good in my desk drawer. I've been saving it for you, Edward.
Something good?
See for yourself.
Something good for Ed?
It's in the top drawer.
Huh?
No, not that one. Yes, that's it. Open it up.
Whoa.
It's your father.
Whoa.
He came here
Ed's
looking for Edna
dad?
2 months ago. He said he forgot that he put her in a daycare center and that he'd been looking for her for 7 years, hopping around the world. Still, I do hope she finds him. In this world, people must cherish whatever ties they have.
What the hell? I did not expect that.
Yes!
Oh, there they are.
Are you Faye? You are. Impossible. It's me, Sally Young. I was in your graduating class in high school.
I fucking knew it.
Aww.
Are you okay?
Whoa.
I was so surprised. I thought you were some kind of ghost. You look just the same as before. They say they appear in places where they have regrets. Of course, I remember now. They put you into cryogenic hibernation after that accident. That's why you still look the same.
Accident?
Don't you remember it?
Tell me, girl. Tell me everything you know. Damn.
For real. For real. Can we stop being vague?
Yeah.
Is it time already? Do you know who this nice lady is? You'll never believe it, dear. But the fact is that she's
a ghost from beyond.
Huh?
Whoa.
Goodbye.
She's like, don't scare my granddaughter like
Yeah.
that.
You always were a bitch, Faye.
Faye, like, that was your one chance to get fucking answers.
Yeah,
like, but maybe she doesn't want them.
No. Sometimes it's easier not knowing, you know? Like, have you ever blacked out and then people go like, you remember what you did last night? You're like, I don't want to fucking know.
Yeah, just don't let me know.
Yeah, don't ever
talk
tell me.
about it.
All right, you two. Changing course without asking. Our plans have been completely screwed up because of this. I don't appreciate these kinds of stunts, Faye.
Shut the fuck up, Jet.
She's not in the mood. She can't.
No.
She's not gonna fuck a fire left. Ed's gonna try to find Papa.
Hey, Ein, I got us something. Wanna smell?
Poor Faye.
What's with them? It's like they got a big secret or something.
Better let it be.
He saw the computer. It was him.
It's a known
It's
fact
probably the
that human
bounty.
beings go insane if they don't eat.
It's 50 million.
That's pretty big. Appledary Sheeney's Hesop Lutfin.
Crazy name.
Bro, that shit said 466 pounds. No, I
His
swear to
weight?
God. I swear to God.
McIntyre, and I'll take a pass, Mr. Appledary. Thanks.
Sucking eggs is good for you. Give you power and charge. Hurry, Mackin, whatever.
They got the fucking rover and shit.
No lipstick, Faye.
We love to see it. Natural.
She's remembering.
Oh, fuck. The water.
The water was a huge thing last time, remember?
Yeah.
Even in her trip, she was like underwater.
Yep. Yep. Fish out of water is what we kind of said it might be about, but it could be deeper.
She could have maybe fucking drowned or something. Oh, they're clearer than they've ever been. Oh, she was on a plane.
Is that her parents?
Oh, she was going to space.
Oh my God. Her whole fucking family and shit. Oh my God.
Hey, watch where you're going. What?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
Yes.
Are you going out? Where are you going, huh?
Edward, I finally remember where it is that I belong.
You belong.
Yes, Ed. You have someone waiting for you, too. There's somewhere that you belong, Edward. You should go and find out where. It's the best. Belonging is the very best thing there is.
Whoa. Her whole fucking outlook on life changed.
This is gonna be a piece of cake. 50 million in the bag. If the girls could eat some sukiyaki with meat, then that
Jet,
should...
Faye took off again.
Oh, swell. Where'd she go this time, Arcturus? A woman's heart's as fickle as the skies of Ganymede.
Jet.
That was cute though. I used to get about them.
Apple Dairy.
We'd like you to come along with us, all right?
A little basic cooperation here and you won't get hurt.
Who are you guys? We got work to do and you're in the way. Since the gate accident, chaos rules the Earth. Now how do you think we can regain peaceful peace and non-chaos in the cosmic sense? Only through maps. That's right. The
He's a
Earth has
cartographer?
changed, so we map those changes to understand them. We're creating maps of the newly altered planet Earth so we can save it.
That's where they have a bounty.
That's great.
They don't
The
want
meteor
maps to
showers
be
change the
created.
terrain every 2 days, so what you're trying to do is impossible.
That's exactly why we travel around so much.
All right, I've heard enough.
Whoa!
Okay. Oh shit with the headbutt.
Expecting a match.
Oh fuck, we haven't seen Spike do shit like this in a minute.
Bro, this man is like 8 feet tall.
Well, maybe you were right to see that 400 and shit. He's fucking thick. Thick too.
He's huge.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like,
The scale didn't look that crazy earlier. Oh my god.
doesn't even fucking flinch. What a fucking G.
He knows he can stop it.
Yeah, for real. Bro, this man is a giant. This is Andre the Giant right here.
Holy shit.
Francoise!
Francoise.
This is the father person.
Father?
You mean your father?
You have a father?
This is Spike person and Jet person, okay?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, these are Ed's friends. I stay with them, okay?
Oh, that's different. Thanks for taking care of my son. Or was it my daughter? Well, either way, you guys are all right. Little token of my appreciation.
Don't tell me. Did you put that bounty in the computer or... 50.000000. Only 50 woolongs.
So, Francoise, you want to stay with me now?
Francoise.
Hey! Whoa! Let's go, Mackle-de-Goo! It's McIntyre!
Yeah, they're crazy for that.
Yeah, fuck that. And gone again.
No,
forever.
literally. You want to come with me? JK. Bye.
Horrible father, but you know, doing a somewhat noble deed.
Father person gone.
So what's the plan? What's the plan? What's the plan, Faye? You're just gonna chill here on this resort looking ass?
She's gonna go back to the old lady and see what's up.
Oh, she probably lived around here. Hmm. She remembers now. Hmm. Damn, nice house.
Well, they were rich. I mean, they were in that shuttle and shit. Her parents looked fucking like they came from money too.
He's so cute. Ayn is going. He's looking for her.
Hey, dinner's
Damn.
She left.
Spike. Fool.
Aww.
Damn, bro. Damn, she drew her room right there, or her bed.
They're so sad.
Oh.
Why?
Far away. Ed might not be coming back. So you better go back to the ship, Ein. Oh. Do you want to come with Ed?
They're eating their feelings right now. Bad.
They're crying again.
Aww. They're so sad.
Come on, let's go.
Damn, bro. Sounds like Cats in the Cradle. It sounds like that song.
Aww.
Cowgirl Someday Somewhere. God damn it, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect
didn't
someone
either.
to leave. Like Ein and Ed.
Francois or whatever.
Francois, both gone. Damn.
Yeah, I know I brought this up before, but I think so. It would make sense then if the movie takes place between this episode and the last two episodes, right? Just to kind of maybe see where
Is that where it takes place?
I don't know, but if it does, it would make sense because you know, maybe we would get to see and get more closure because I haven't seen anything or know anything about the next couple of episodes, but I will be honest and just say that all I saw, I didn't even see the title of the episode. I just did see Julia.
What if I didn't see that?
But
What if I didn't see
Julia
that,
wasn't
though?
with any other character in the thumbnail. So it
You
could
just
have been
spoiled me.
Could have been a flashback.
You just spoiled me.
And we gotta get answers to that shit. The whole
I'm
fucking
just kidding.
Julia.
I'm joking.
We always singing fucking the flowers every fucking episode. We gotta get some motherfucking answers. Only 2 episodes left. But yeah, man, what a crazy episode. I didn't think we were gonna get that. I didn't think, like you said, Ed and Ein were gonna leave.
I mean, it makes sense that she's kind of just been like hopping from place to place. Like she was, I think Faye is like desperately trying to find where she belongs. And Ed is kind of like, I belong where I belong because I'm me. And I'm going to do like my own thing. Like I belong wherever I set out to belong. Like she makes her home wherever she wants to make it. And with the people that she wants to make it. Like I was a bit shocked though that she chose to go with her dad. But it's like been a long time since she's been with him and like even had a lead on him. I don't think that she was ever like actively searching for him. But now that he's in the picture, she's like, why not?
Yeah, and he is a bad dad. Like, let's not get that fucking twisted. But even the nun was saying like, oh yeah, he left you at a daycare.
Forgot that you were at a daycare and then
that you
was searching
escaped.
for you for like
left.
7 years. Yeah. But
yeah, I don't know. I like that for Ed, I guess. Like I like that about Ed, what you were saying, that they kind of just go wherever they go and they are who they are and they make anywhere they can make anywhere a home.
Yeah.
I like that about Ed's character.
Yeah. And and whoever wants to like join.
Yeah.
Like whoever is down to like go with like
very, very free spirit.
Yeah, that's why like Ein, like she was kind of like, no, like you got to go back, like, but like I don't know, it was like for the first time being like chosen to stay, you know, like that's what like chosen to be with Ed, because everyone's kind of like her dad left and like she left the orphanage and like she was leaving again and someone came back for her or like tried to look for her because like the nun was like she just kind of left, like I didn't really look for her, like no one really looked for her.
And that's why
but Ein was like, oh, I want to stick with you, like actually.
And you're right to say that like held against Faye who is it just makes that the contrast like makes the differences between them more interesting. Like Faye is trying so hard to find where she belongs, but is afraid. Like I think a lot of people would be. I think it's natural to like when you watch something like this, go like, yeah, but I would want to know everything. But like if you've already reestablished yourself, if you've already gone long enough and like started a new life.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't like even if she learns everything there is to know about the person that she was, she's never going to be that person ever again. She's not that person anymore. And it's kind of symbolic of like growing up too, like how different you are from like 20 to like 24 or like 18, to 21, 22. Like you're just like different people. Like you're the same person, but you're a different person.
Mm-hmm.
And you're never going to be that person again. There's parts of you that are, but you're never really going to be the same ever again.
Yeah. And it's kind of, I don't want to put too much like onto it, but it's kind of like I've heard people who say, they suffer from depression, or like even people who just like me, for example, in my own personal life, I'll just relate it to myself. Like there's kind of a portion of my like adolescence, of my like early adulthood, that's a fucking blur, because like I was just like existing. I was just trying so hard to like figure out like who I was, who I wanted to be, like what I was trying to make sense of things that when I think back on it, like you said, I feel like two completely different people. But sometimes people will bring things up and sure they were like, alcohol was involved, which is why I'm sober now.
But you were that person.
But
that was you.
That was me. And I think back and I go like, man, like I don't, like there are so many things that I don't really like remember. Like
it feels like another lifetime. You're like, I was making those choices, but like me now, I would never make that choice. Or like I would never put up with that treatment. Or like I would never like, but you did.
Yeah.
And you're capable of that. And I think that for Faye too, like, because she is the way she is, like always like, causing a little bit of mischief and not paying debts back and getting into a little bit of trouble. Like, I think that she desperately wants to be the past version of herself so bad, because she believes that version is better than the one that she is now.
Well, because I think that a lot of people might feel that way and have this nostalgia for their childhood, because that's when they're like, they had their innocence. And I think that there's just like, people feel like the world corrupts you and changes you and forces you to become something that you don't like.
And even like her, like the symbolism between seeing her and her classmate that is, an old woman now who has lived her life. I mean, she has a granddaughter, not just her daughter, a granddaughter who is like looking after her, close. They seemed very close. Like Faye was like, damn, like I could have lived like that. Like I could have been towards the end of my life. And now I'm like, I feel like I'm starting it all over again. Like this is the beginning of that again. So like how much more time is going to pass? Like I already feel like I'm catching up, like trying to catch up to like life. I think that she's caught up in that, like of everything that she missed, but it's like life goes on. Like she's going to have to figure out what she wants to do or who she wants to be. And it would have happened then, and it has to happen now. It has to happen at some point. Like, and I think Faye's character being like the age that she is so perfect, because I do feel like in your early 20s is like all about that. Like it is that age. People say like, oh, when you're like in high school, you're figuring out, like, no, I think like after 18, like once you 20s are like completely different. Like it's a journey, because you finally like feel like an adult, but like kind of not. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
No,
like,
I fully don't.
They picked the perfect age for her.
Yeah, I fully don't think I even started to understand myself until I was 25. But and even then, it was a long fucking road.
And you still do. I mean, you still.
And it's every day.
Learn, yeah.
But I also, because of this traumatic incident that she finds out, like in this episode, the death of her parents. They were on some sort of space shuttle that seemed to be, it seemed to just be something that people did, I guess. Maybe rich people.
They do. They have that now, where you can go into zero space.
Yeah. But
zero gravity. I mean, there's planes that go high up, and we were like, whoa, or even like space. Like people can go to like a certain level of space. I don't think our capabilities are like. Yeah, obviously the regular person, even the regular billionaire, It's a lot of money to all that fuel and going up there and clearance and all that shit. But for zero gravity, like we're getting there to the point where like I can totally see within my lifetime, towards the end, I would say, of my lifetime, like that being possible.
Yeah,
like you being able to like go and like instead of skydiving, like going out to space and seeing the Earth will be possible.
Yeah, and here it looked very commercial. It looked more like a airplane, kind of.
Or maybe they were trying to go to another planet.
Maybe.
I because they said like that accident was the accident involved with the gate.
I don't know.
I didn't see no gate.
I didn't see no gates either.
Because they kind of obviously like specified that it is like she was in the 80s. I mean, the 90s when she was born, and she was like so she is older than what maybe they thought that she was.
Yeah,
I think
that's the only thing about Cowboy Bebop that
but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. But like when we cut back to that, especially seeing that like one of her friends is still alive and just an old woman, like. Again, the advancements of technology just seem like way too fast. Like,
but we've talked about that.
Yeah,
like,
but I still don't.
You don't believe it.
I must be misunderstanding something.
I think
I have to be. I have to be
I just
misunderstanding.
think you're misunderstanding. Like we as a civilization are all like we're that one step away from doing half of this shit.
Think about what you just said. You believe in your lifetime, so probably towards the end of your lifetime, that we will have like commercial space travel, right?
Which is already working. It's not like a thing that doesn't exist. Like it is kind of already a thing.
But it'll be more common.
Right.
Right. But they have developed like gate technology. The ability to travel between planets at like incredibly fast speeds, like and to establish societies on those planets, like cultures on.
But
those
who's
planets.
to say that those planets didn't already have like other planets didn't already have life on them? It's like it'd be like if aliens were to come tomorrow and they had different technologies. It's like that episode of the Orville, like where it's if you just introduce like a couple things to like human beings, like we're able to adapt and like change those things and like just have so much evolution in only like a couple years. And it's gotten the gap has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller of what we're like capable of as like a society as we get closer and closer to that. So like it's like the precipice of like crazy shit. Like we're there.
I'm just saying that's also in your lifetime then. So you're saying that like by the end of your lifetime, commercial space travel could be a possibility. That's also saying then that at the end of your lifetime in this world, we will also have developed the technology to not just commercially travel through space, but between planets, multiple planets.
Well, I didn't say that.
But no, but
this is like
because that seems like it would take way more time to get to that point.
Right.
That's kind of my point with this.
But this isn't the real world, Josh.
I know.
This isn't the real world.
But I'm just saying, in a show that is so grounded in a lot of its characters and themes and things like that. I'm just saying. I don't really care.
But I'm saying, like, my point was like maybe that happened.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There was like a catalyst that like really set them off. It slingshotted them.
Yeah. And that was other maybe like races and people that like. Maybe they're all human. I don't know.
For sure. And the gate.
But it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't really matter.
But again, the gate situation, how that is another thing that is that continues to be addressed in the background is something, again, I really like about the world building of this show too. Like, I think, even introducing Ed's dad at all would have been interesting, but like the job that he's chosen to have is like also super interesting, that he's sort of like a cartographer. He's going around the world and creating maps because the landscape is changing so often. It's just like another detail in the background that I think really just adds to everything. And I was talking about this recently. I think that all of these things really lend themselves to the rewatchability of Bebop. Like going back now to episode 1, I feel like there are so many other things I would pick up, like, oh, that's probably why that was like that because of this. And that's probably like that was like that. But I didn't know those things when we watched them the first time. Yeah, I would say both of these episodes were absolutely incredible. These were two bangers back to back.
Yeah, I loved seeing at the end too, like as much as, and even like, they bust each other's balls all the time. But even that line with when the girls initially left, and Jet was like, oh, like, you know, we're gonna have some extra money, like, you know, if the girls could eat, you know, this dish with meat this time, then maybe, like, he was thinking about them, like, and caring for them. And then at the end, when Faye left, because Faye always leaves, you know, comes and goes, but yeah, Spike, like, not going immediately to dinner and being like, oh yeah, dinner, like you said, dinner, I'm right there, like, I'm literally right there, because he's always complaining about being hungry and like eating and whatever. For him to like not be hungry in that moment because he was sad that Ed left, and then Ein left too, obviously, and then they were just like back to where they started, and you could, like, without saying it to each other, without wanting to say it to each other, they were like, you know, fast eating to like fill the void, I guess. And even the sucking eggs or whatever is like, suck eggs, it gives you strength and all this stuff, like that line before, and then they're like sucking eggs now. And yeah,
even,
you could tell.
Even eggs, and this episode being about like Faye remembering like her parents and what happened to them, and like Ed meeting her father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was just all like that's, and you said it too. Like, you were the one that said it first. Like that we're getting all of these things in this episode, the last episode too, but specifically this one, and just Faye as a character being this, like, you know, metaphor for like young adulthood and like coming into yourself as an adult, and like all of these things, man, like are what makes this show incredible. And yeah, I just had a blast with these two episodes specifically. They were both like really, really, really good. Yeah. Is there anything else you have to say, Megan? You want to add?
No.
Well, that's going to do it for our conversation and our reaction to episode 23 and 24. Stay tuned, because in the very next video, we will be reacting to the final 2 episodes of Cowboy Bebop.
Wow.
And we'll be doing it in full cosplay. You're looking at Spike Spiegel and Faye Valentine.
I thought you were going to say something else.
And Jet Black.
That would be so funny, actually.
Well, you had kind of humored the idea of maybe being Ed for a while.
Yeah.
For a very brief moment.
Yeah, I did.
Which would have been funny too, and I would have loved.
Yeah.
But Faye's gonna be cool.
Faye.
I don't know how we're gonna do it, because it's gonna be hot as fuck.
Woo!
In full cosplay. But,
yeah, you're in like a full ass suit.
Oh yeah, and I'm barely keeping it together in this fucking short sleeve shirt
real.
right now.
For real.
So hopefully it's a little cooler by then, or we'll figure.
Yeah,
something out.
I'm gonna be wearing less clothing.
Yeah, but it's gonna be skin tight.
Yeah, and it's like pleather, and like it's like
and a wig on. Like,
yikes!
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal.
Yikes.
But we'll make it comfortable, and yeah, we're both very excited. Like I said, double-edged sword. Excited to be in cosplay. Excited to see how everything wraps up. But also sad that this series is coming to an end. But yeah, if you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, especially if you've enjoyed these videos. It does matter. It does help. It does mean the world to us. Liking the video, leaving your comments on anything we talked about these episodes in the not description below, but in the comment section below. That also means the world to us. We do enjoy looking at your comments and seeing how everybody else is feeling, seeing your thoughts on these topics. Just keep it spoiler free, obviously. And if you'd like to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored versions of these reactions and all of our previous reactions, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/volume1pod, or you can even click join somewhere next to the subscribe button on this video to become a YouTube member. We're always about 4 episodes ahead for our members, and you can even try out our Patreon for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you, to see if you like it. And speaking of our members, we'd like to give a very special thank you to members of our V1P tier. So thank you to everyone, no matter how you show your support, but a very special thank you to
Tyler the Nerdy Bassist, Roland V. Dub, Jonathan R., Quattro,
Tri Sapphire, Wombo, David Ramirez, and Pablo Lucchini. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you.
A very special thank you to our V1P members. But we want to thank everybody, like we said, no matter how you show your support.
We're almost done.
We're almost
there at the end.
The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro. It's always the same and never changes, which today, Megan, is something. Bye-bye.
Bye, Ed and Nine.
Bye-bye.
Aw. Literally, Ein too. Like looking back at Jet, like Ein was leaving. Like I was like, "Bye, Jet," and he was like, he kind of faltered a bit.
Yeah.
He was like, "Should I go?"
Yeah.
And then he left.
Thank you so much for watching, for clicking on this video, for hanging out with us. And until next time, bye bye. It's so fucking sad, dude. That's good. You're editing.
Bye, Faye.
Maybe you should have been.